Alright guys, we're back with some Trails of Cold Steel 2. It's been a little bit, but I've been trying to get over this cold. Hopefully you still can't tell, I'm trying to get over it currently. But hopefully I don't sound too bad. I wanted to play some Trails, so here we are. Right now what we need to do is we need to do some bonding events. So I guess that's what we'll be doing. So let's see what's going on. I think we need to do all the people we aren't going to keep, so I'll just figure it out as I go. Captain Claire, is something wrong?
Hello, Rain. It's nothing major. I just received an update from one of my men that contained some information I found personally relevant.
Oh, well I won't pry. But at the risk of sounding condescending, try not to push yourself too hard. Today's one of the few chances we'll get the rest.
I appreciate the concern. Still, you have bigger things to worry about than my well-being. Like the future of Class 7, for example. And with the town's defenses as solid as they are now, now's the perfect time to sit back and figure all of that out.
She's putting on a brave face, but I can tell she's more exhausted than she's letting go on. Now let's spend some time with Claire, because I think the ones I'm gonna keep, I don't think she'll be a part of that, so. Well, since we're so well defended, why don't we both take a little time to unwind? They have billiards at the Phoenix Wings if you're interested. What do you say? Ooh, about to go shoot some pool? That's always a good time. Even though honestly, Claire might be pretty good at that though, because she, you know, a sniper. And even in her S-craft, dude, the accuracy she has of everything bouncing off those mirrors, and she might be pretty good.
Well, given how many people we have trying to keep the town safe, sure, I'll take you up on that offer.
Alright, let's shoot some pool, some billiards. Hey, I love that they use this track for her all the time. Let's see what you got, Claire.
Huh.
Oh, damn. Oh, she pocketed all of them. I can't believe you just pocketed all the balls in one shot.
Fortunately, they all moved exactly how I calculated that they would.
Yeah, she's on a different level, man.
I'm sorry, I've ended the game before you even had the chance to take a shot, haven't I?
Yeah. Thinking about it, games like these seem like exactly the kind of thing you'd be good at. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was probably walking into a bear trap the moment I invited you.
Granted, I should have at least tried to hold back a little. Sorry. Lecter would have done a better job of making the game more enjoyable for the both sides.
I don't think I can even deny that. He really would have, because the type of person that Lecter is, he's very much a troll. He's one of those type of people that'll make it look like the game is going in your favor, or he doesn't have the upper hand, and he'll just kind of roll with how everything is going, and then just for him to snatch away the W in the end. That's just the type of person he is.
All the while leaving certain elements up to chance to keep things interesting.
That lines right up with my impression of him too. I always did peg him as a trickster. Still, I wish I was a better player and be able to put up a halfway decent fight in that case.
Well, how about I give you a few pointers while we're here?
You don't mind?
Not at all. I can teach you some valuable skills that are guaranteed to help. Making good use of them will be down to you, but they should allow you to improve your score when playing.
Hey, might as well. Well, if you're sure that you don't mind. Dun, 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 dun. I love this song, man. Captain Claire then started happily teaching Ring how to play more effectively. She made even explanations on complicated issues and techniques sound simple, going through every step with limitless kindness and patience. And thanks to that, he was able to improve an astonishing amount in a relatively short period of time. Oh, don't tell me he learned that fast and pocketed all of them. There's no way. I'm not believing this shit.
Well done. That's the 9 ball pocketed as well.
Thanks. To be honest, this is the first time I've been able to pocket all the balls without making a single mistake. You really are natural at teaching.
I wouldn't have been able to do anything at all if you weren't such a capable pupil.
Oh my goodness, you guys gonna keep glazing each other or what?
If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to keep practicing with you if you're up for it.
Really? You're a kind person, Captain. Damn, she looks shocked by that. No one has ever called me a kind person, looking ass.
What makes you say that?
Well, it's true. You went out of your way to help us countless times on our field studies. And now you've chosen to accompany us here and help with protecting the village. It's easy to forget sometimes that you're part of the RMP or an Ironblood. I'm gonna be honest, even though it may be easy for you to forget this stuff, you still gotta be a little less naive, I guess. Because sometimes, people do things or they help out because the situation they're in, maybe it either benefits them or it's just a way to get, through a certain situation. Maybe it's something that's necessary. So you can't really trust everybody. Not to say that Claire is untrustworthy, I'm just being real. This goes for any other character, not just her. It feels like you're always there, watching over us from the shadows. I really do appreciate it.
I think you're overstating how much I've really done. I'm a Doris graduate as well, after all, so I can't help but want to look out for others from the academy. In some ways, I just want to act like I'm still there, looking out for my classmates like an upperclassman would.
Yeah. Is that true though? I feel like I can't really tell with her expression. I feel like that's not exactly the case. Or if it is, it's a small reason why. But there's probably another reason. Well, whatever your reasons, it doesn't change that I'm still grateful. I can't say for sure, seeing as I only have a younger sister. But if I had an older one, I have a feeling she would be just like you. Yeah, well, he's saying if he had an older sister, she'd be like Claire. Does Claire have any siblings? Now that I think about it, does she have any? Oh. What? What's gotten into Claire all of a sudden? You just hugged my boy out of nowhere. Or maybe the fact that he said that, maybe it hit a note in her? A chord? Maybe you hit a chord. Captain? What was that all about?
Don't mind me. Please try not to think of it as nothing more than a meaningless gesture.
Well, if you say so.
Regardless, I intend to continue to do whatever I can to aid you in the future. My primary duty may be to serve the railway military police and carry out the will of Chancellor Osborne. But I have no reason to believe that I'll ever be anything other than an ally to you in Class 7.
Oh man, I don't know, bro. I'm not trying to doubt her or anything, but I feel the same way about Sharon. Sharon has also said something like this before. I just feel like it's a red flag. I wouldn't have it any other way. I know that any help you could give us, or I know that any help you give will go a long way for us. But Ring still had no idea what prompted her sudden embrace. He wasn't able to press the subject further. Their conversation now over, they silently made their way back outside. Yeah, that was pretty sudden. The bond with Captain Claire strengthened. I wonder, does she have a sibling? Because maybe that was the reason she hugged him. Maybe Ring reminds her of, you know, her younger sibling.
Sorry to spring that on you all of a sudden. I'm fine now though. Please try to focus on what you and your classmates will do next for now. If I can help you in any capacity as an RMP officer, I will. I'm super bored, so I'm thinking I might check out the souvenir shop. What kind of stuff do you think they got over there? Think it's cool?
Yeah, she don't have a single thought in her mind about this damn discussion we're gonna have later. We're about to have a major discussion about our class's future. You'd be bored. Okay, don't answer that. But you could at least brainstorm something to contribute to the discussion.
Nope. You know I'm never gonna come up with anything, and no matter what you decide, it doesn't change things for me. One way or another, Lammy and I are gonna keep on fighting with you guys. You just pick a path and we'll bust it open.
No, she's so energetic. Good to know. We do value your opinion, so you might want to think things over. Maybe looking at some souvenirs would help clear my mind. Or clear my head. Tell you what, why don't I join you? Been there tons of times, so you know I'll be able to recommend something nice.
Really? You're the best, Rain. Okay, let's go, go, go!
Millium, never change. Like, somebody's gotta have the energy. 'Cause I sure as hell ain't got it. That's why you need people like Millium around. Trust me.
Man, there really is a bunch of unusual stuff here. Pretty good selection for a place smack dab in the boonies.
Damn, Millium, I'm from here. Talk about my place like that. What's wrong with you? I was just praising you. Now I'm about to get the flaming and roasting your shit. I ain't gonna roast her. It's partly thanks to Master Kafai. He always brings things when he comes to visit. Hey, this little track, man, I'm jamming out. Like, this sounds like something I would just listen to when I'm doing casual stuff, like cleaning or something. Like those mochi, for example. They're a confectionery item from the East that have been tweaked a bit. Yeah, she is beaming.
Whoa, they look really good. You think Lecter would like them?
Oh, so she's shopping for a souvenir for Lecter? I would assume. Because it's not like she needs to get one for Claire since she's here. Oh, so he's the one you're buying a souvenir for?
You got it.
Oh, look at these two.
He bought me a little Mishi strap when he was over in Crossbell, so I want to get him something too. I kind of want it to be something you can always keep with him over something that's gonna go bad like food though.
That's a good point. I thought he was missing though. No one's heard from him since he was in Crossbell, right? Come on, man. The Lecter is perfectly fine. He's gonna show up here eventually at some point. And you'll be like, oh, there's Lecter, you know? Probably scheming something. Now, honestly, I really am looking forward to seeing Lecter do something eventually. You know, I would take it that it might happen in the next game, most likely. But yeah, I don't know what he has planned, but they've been kind of building him up since Sky 3rd when he was introduced. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I really hope he doesn't let me down, because I think that'll probably be one of my biggest letdowns in Trails. And you'll hear about it because I'll be pissed off.
Yeah, well.
Oh, come on, Reem. If anybody knows Lecter, it's Milliam and Claire. You probably know he's good and fine.
I'm sure he's fine. I mean, he's Lecter. It'd take more than a war to finish him off. Claire and I survived, so I can't imagine he wouldn't. He's just gonna show up one day like, hi, and that'll be it.
That is really, it's just how I described it. He really is just gonna show up. You're gonna be like, oh, there's Lecter. Well, at least you trust him, I guess. Then again, that makes sense. I mean, you Ironbloods probably think of each other like siblings, right? Or, I don't know, do you? I mean, I would imagine so. I know we've seen, you know, people refer to them as that. Like, I think, was it when we were talking to Claire or whatever, or when we first met her or something? I think it was Sarah that might have said something about Lecter, or called Lecter her Iron Blood brother or whatever. Now, if that's the case, that makes Chancellor Osborne your dad, maybe? I mean, Milliam calls him Grinch, so maybe she doesn't feel that way. But Lecter and Claire might. Maybe, I have no idea, honestly.
Yeah, no, I've never really thought about it. Especially with Gramps. I've got siblings, sure, but hard to say if someone feels like a parent when you never have one.
Wait, what am I? Wait, did I read that right? Okay, so she's saying she's got siblings. But it's hard to say if someone feels like a parent when you've never had. You're saying you never had a parent, but you got siblings. So yeah, I really do think that this kid and Altina, because Altina would be the sister or the sibling. Are there, like I asked before, are there more, you know, girls like those two right there? Because he's saying she's got some siblings. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking that what I've been theorizing about Milliam and Altina is definitely on the money. Because you're saying you don't have a parent, but you have siblings. And it just makes you instantly think about Altina, who's the same as her, and has, well, not your Getlin, but what's his name? Clown Salius? But yeah, I think they're similar to Kia. They must be a homunculus. What? What does she mean she's never had any parents?
I wonder what's gonna happen to us Iron Bloods now though. Claire's got her job in the RMP that she can do even without Gramps around. But without him there to give me orders and all my old missions finished, I don't know what I'm supposed to do really.
Well, I'm sure you'll figure something out, Million, because there's something you'll be able to do.
I'm not needed as a piece on his game board anymore.
Well, that doesn't matter. You shouldn't even be looking at yourself as a piece on anyone's game board in the first place. I think you should take this chance as an opportunity to grow, because I think you would benefit from that, and then you'll probably be able to figure out what you want to do, or decide, at least decide on a course. Because honestly, this is a conversation right here that you shouldn't even be having with Reem. I mean, you can have it with Reem, but I think it would be more appropriate with Claire. Like, I feel like you should be talking to Claire, who is like your sister. But maybe sometimes it's better to talk to maybe a friend. Don't think like that, Million. Let me say this, even if you're not needed on some game board, you are needed by us. Not as a piece, you're needed as a very important classmate and friend. Facts. You are a part of Class 7, Million, don't forget it.
Really?
I can't tell you what you should do with your life from here on. But what I can tell you is that we're here for you. And even if you don't know what to do with yourself now, I'm sure you'll figure things out eventually, with or without us.
Oh. Maybe you're right. I do kind of feel like sticking with you guys will help me figure something out. And speaking of figuring stuff out, I'm buying a manju. My stomach's gurgling just looking at it.
I guess Lecter isn't getting shit, is he? Oh well. Aren't you supposed to be buying a souvenir for Lecter? Whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He seems happier now, and I guess that's what matters most. I fucking love that OST. Reem bought Milliam a Ymir Maju, which she scarfed down in typical Milliam fashion as they left the shop. Your bond with Milliam strengthened. Character notebook updated. Let's see. Family. He says she has siblings, but not parents. That seems odd. It doesn't seem odd if you think that she isn't an actual human.
That was one tasty manju. Sharon's gonna be cooking up some grub for our discussion later, right? That's gonna be even better. I can't wait.
Everyone else has the weight of the world on their shoulders, and she's just riding along on top of it. Doing some shopping, Sharon?
That's right. Since you'll be gathering for a discussion in the Phoenix Wings, I thought I might help out in the kitchen. I also thought I could prepare some food for your father, seeing as your mother has other business to attend to.
That's awfully generous of you. Thanks.
With several Ouroboros members having recently revealed themselves to us, I can't help but assume they're up to something. I'd like to know, Reem, that no matter what happens, my alliance will always lie with you and your classmates.
Yeah, see, and she's saying something, kind of similar to what Clara's saying. But I feel like these things, when people say them, it could just be the flat out honest truth. And they could very well believe these words, but you just never know what will happen in the future. There could come a time where you would be against Sharon and Claire, despite these words that they're saying. It's just something to think about, because it happens. And you really never know the real reason until you get it. You'll kind of be like, why is this happening? Like, there was no real signs of them ever wanting to do something like this, especially after them, after them saying how they wouldn't.
Please ensure that whatever you decide on this afternoon is something you can do without regret.
Sharon, I swear we will. Glad to have your support.
Till the end of time.
She's so sweet, though. It's great to know she's got our back, but she's still cooking for Dad. Maybe I can help her out with that. Look at Rain. What a good son. Well, even if you are looking out for us, that doesn't mean I can't help you with cooking for my dad. Might as well try to pay him back a little bit for all those years in love or devotion, right? That's very sweet.
I'm sure your father would be overjoyed to hear you say that. As soon as I'm done with shopping, we can head over to the kitchen.
Together, Rean and Sharon walked to the mansion. After seeing that Rean's mother was out, they started making a hearty meal for his father. Oh, you're making Ymir-style borscht? Good idea. It's got plenty of vegetables and it should be great for warming him up to boot.
I couldn't agree more. All of the protein in the meat I'll be using should help accelerate his recovery as well. Master Rean, could I trouble you to chop the vegetables? If you would, I'll set about preparing the meat and seasoning the soup.
Sure. Giant ass pot. I'm not gonna whistle in you guys' ear. I feel like that's kind of an asshole move. It's times like these where she seems like just any other maid. Takes me back to watching her cook for us in the dorm. Hey, the good old days. It's hard to believe that she's actually an enforcer for Ouroboros sometimes. It might be hard to believe, but believe it. Ow. Dude, come on, Rain. I know you're thinking about other stuff, but you're chopping. Didn't she say he was chopping vegetables? You gotta be careful, man.
Is something the matter? Heavens, you've sliced your finger.
Sorry, I should have been paying more attention. I didn't cut it too deeply though, so it should be fine.
Oh no, that won't do at all. Would you hold still a moment, please? I'll stop the bleeding.
Okay. Oh, whoa. I didn't think you were gonna stop the bleeding like this. What in the red moon rose? What is going on here? Is Sharon a vampire? Is this gonna be our vampire character? Nah. I wish. Sharon, what are you? This is so awkward. You're saying it's awkward now, but imagine if Elisa came in. Oh boy. It's over with. Go ahead and forfeit your lives, everybody.
There, that should do the trick.
Sharon, I'm not sure it's a good idea to start sucking on people's fingers out of the blue like
that. Any particular reason, huh?
Yeah, she is such a tease. He shouldn't even bother saying that. She's just gonna mess with him.
I'll bring you a bandage, so please wait in the adjacent room.
She's messing with me again, isn't she?
There we are, all better. Please leave the rest of work to me. You should give your finger time to heal.
Yeah, you're probably right. Sorry that I can be of more help.
You needn't be sorry, Master Ring. You made a valuable contribution as it was. It brought back memories of Lady Elisa's younger days too. Whenever she fell and scraped her knees, she would always start crying for me to come and help her.
Oh, that's sweet. I can picture how embarrassed she'd be if she learned Sharon was telling people this. Come to think of it, you've been working for the Reinford family for a while, haven't you?
7 years, in fact. It was shortly after Mr. Reinford's passing. I cannot begin to thank Madam Chairman Arena enough for giving me the chance she did. It was only thanks to her kindness that I was able to begin a new life under her employ.
Does that mean you'd never been a maid before she hired you then? I mean, she was an enforcer in Ouroboros. What were you before? Oh.
As you no doubt suspect, I lived as an enforcer. The mission given to me by Ouroboros was what first led me to meet her.
A mission? A mission is what led her to meet Arena? What kind of mission was that?
And she wasted no time in trying to hire me. I served in both capacities concurrently after that.
You won't find many executives who knowingly hire an agent of Ouroboros. She never ceases to amaze, huh?
She certainly doesn't. Nonetheless, it was thanks to her that I was able to find a new path of my own. It's too late for me to turn back and change what's already been done, but she was willing to give me a different future.
It's too late for me to turn back and change what's already been done. What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. I was simply thinking out loud. Regardless of what happened in the past, my love for the Reinford family will never waver.
What is she referring to? This whole conversation is very mysterious. What happened in the past? And what was the mission? What was the mission that she was on that led her to meet Arena?
Nor will my devotion to Class 7, Master Rean. I shall continue to do all I can to serve you.
Thank you. I know we can always count on you. And everyone else knows that too. I hope we'll always stay fondly in your thoughts, Sharon. After their conversation was finished, Sharon returned to preparing Baron Schwarzer's meal, and after helping however he could until his mother returned, Rean left them to finish by themselves. Your bond with Sharon strengthened. Yeah, that was a crazy one. So far these bonding events have been pretty damn interesting. All of them. New life. She is thankful to Arena for giving her a new life as a maid despite her past.
I will take your father his meal a little later on. In the meantime, you should start preparing for your upcoming discussion. Don't worry, I'll be sure to cook you all a fine meal for that too. This dog's named Beodix, right? He's cute.
Yeah, Dad raised him to be a hunting dog, believe it or not. He's a sweetie though.
Looks like a smart one to me. Petting him's pretty relaxing too. I'll stay with him for a bit while I think about what we should do.
And to think of it, it's just about feeding time. Want to help me feed him?
Sure, I'd like that.
Be right back. I've got to go get his food. Spend some time with Fee.
How's that taste? Good?
Look, he's wagging his tail. Sorry for not being able to spare much time for you and Arthur, Beodix.
He says it's okay. Smart doggy.
Can you understand what dogs are saying or something?
No, I'm just guessing based on how he acts and barks. Back in the court, I used to look after military monsters a lot.
Really? Sounds like an awfully dangerous job for you to be doing.
Well, I did get bitten sometimes at first, but after one of the other caretakers showed me what to do, they stopped.
The way you talk about your time there, it's really hard to believe the Jaeger Corps you were in was one of the strongest. Well, you better believe it. Because man, after seeing Shirley and them, the Red Constellation, yeah, I believe it, man. Sigma is a monster, so I can't even imagine what Baldur was like. Holy shit. Is Zephyr unusual by Jaeger standards?
I guess. The boss was pretty easygoing, but it was always hard to tell what he was thinking. You remember what I told you at Motter Park? How they taught me survival skills and all that? Zeno and Leo taught me how to set traps in the art of close quarters combat.
I can't imagine what it must have been living like that kind of life day to day, but it's easier to see how you came to think of them as family.
Yeah, we were family.
Oof, were.
Until they all left me behind after the boss died.
And that's what she wants to know. She wants to know why. Like, why did they do it? And I want to know, where the hell is the girl? What happened to her? Like, you remember the girl in the picture?
I just want to know why. Why they all had to leave me behind. And now that I might have the chance to, I don't want to let it pass me by. Even if it won't be easy getting it out of them.
Still. No. He's trying to comfort her. I think even I understood what he was saying this time. Try not to overthink. Something along those lines. There's no reason you need to try and find out alone. Not when you've got all of us with you. If that's what you want to know, we'll all make it work out.
You will?
Of course we will.
You're right. How could things not work out when I've got you guys?
Your bond with Feast strengthened. That was a little sweet scene right there. The truth. The other members of Zephyr left me behind after the core leader died. She wants to know why they did that.
I still want to talk to Zeno and Leo about why they left me behind, but being part of Class 7 is more important to me now. And as long as I stay with you, I know I'll get my chance to ask them.
You sure will.
Well, seeing as Tovall and Miles are safe, I'm guessing all the bracers here in Erebonia are probably okay. Wish I could say the same for our colleagues over in Crossbow though. I can't even get in touch with Wenzel.
Hey, shout out to the name drop from my boy Wenzel, man. Shout out to my bracers over in Crossbow. Wenzel, Scott, Aeolia, Lynn, man. Shout out to Michelle, the receptionist. Now we gotta show love to our boy. A friend of yours?
We go back a ways, yeah. He used to be registered as a bracer here, but eventually he packed up and moved to Crossbow. Anyway, leave worrying about the guild to us. You've got enough on your plates as it is. Just focus on what move you guys are gonna make next. If you feel like you need a break, I'd be happy to join you though.
Maybe I should take her up on that. It sounds nice actually. Would you mind hanging out for a while?
Striking while the iron's hot, I see. Alright, I get used to company. I was actually thinking of heading to the tavern for a drink or two. What do you say to a little change of venue?
It's fine with me, but I'll stick with living a dry life.
Figured you'd say that. Come on then.
The dry life is crazy, man. No sooner had they arrived at the tavern did Sarah ask Gerald for alcohol recommendations. After she offered to pay, Ring settled on a ginger ale. This dude out here trying to get the closest thing to alcohol.
This is the good stuff. It's got a very mellow taste, but it's sweet and refreshing too. I had no idea you could make something so good out of rice of all things.
It's a kind of alcohol from the east that Master Kafai brought here, I believe. Gerald said it's called Jumaishu.
That Master Kafai sure knows his stuff. He sounds like a man I'd love to drink the night away with.
He's always been a bit of a heavy drinker, so I'm pretty sure he'd take you up on that if you ask. But you might want to cut down on the booze. With things so shaky now, you never know when you'll need to take action.
I know. I'm not planning on getting myself plastered when you've got that discussion later on, so don't freak out. I think I've earned a bit of alcoholic relaxation time personally. After all, I went cold turkey while I was in hiding. It was torture. Would you deny your poor instructor some sweet, sweet relief?
Sure, relief. Let's call it that. What have you been doing all this time anyway? We didn't hear so much as a rumor about you. Yeah, we didn't, honestly.
Oh, I was just lying low, gathering what information I could through connections from my guild years. Information about what was going on elsewhere in the country, the capital in particular, that kind of stuff.
In the capital? Did you manage to find anything out?
No more than you did yourselves, sad to say. The Noble Alliance is doing a great job of keeping information from leaking out of the city. After that, I decided to sneak into the Croatan province to follow the Alliance's movements from there. And that was when I ended up getting in contact with Eustace.
I see. It's pretty impressive you were able to do so much all on your own. Honestly, yes, it's very impressive, but at the same time, you gotta remember you're talking to somebody that was a former bracer, so that's kind of their whole thing, is getting information.
Well, working alone and gathering information are two things I had to get used to during my guild years. So it was nothing new for me. If anything, I'm more impressed with everything you've managed to do. I was glad to see everyone was okay after the Jaeger attack too. Sounds like it was a high-ranking corps.
Oh, it was. The Northern Jaegers, in fact. How does that make you feel, Sarah? Because we know that that's the Jaeger Corps she was a part of, bro. Come on, man. After the bonfire stuff, when she was talking about Northumbria, and then I think it was one of the bonding events with, Sarah, where she mentioned the word comrade, and Ring was like, that's a weird way to, talk about somebody. Comrade, that's some Jaeger shit. Yeah, the Northern Jaegers, under orders from Duke Alvarez. Fortunately, there were no fatalities, even if the experience was pretty dramatic for everyone. Dad's woken up now too, so there's been no real long-term damage there.
We had the goddess blessings in that respect. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to help when you needed it most, Ring.
Yeah, she's gonna feel bad, man, because not only just because the situation is sad in general, but because she has a connection to the Northern Jaegers. You don't need to apologize. You couldn't have possibly known what was gonna happen. Is something wrong? You look distracted all of a sudden.
No, it's nothing. I was just thinking about what a relief it is that your dad's okay. He always seemed like such a pleasant man, especially for a noble. Handsome too.
Alright, relax, Sarah. That's my father you're talking about. I don't like where this is going.
Oh, relax, I'm just kidding. Anyway, all that aside, you've made it this far. You can make it the rest of the way too. Just keep your eyes on the future, and that starts by deciding what to do next.
You're right. We'll all be counting on your
this stuff is awesome.
I thought she was gonna say this is stuff. Can you at least let me finish before you wind up passed out on the floor? Yeah, look at his face. He is fucking over it. After finishing her drink, Ring led an ever so tipsy instructor Sarah back to the Phoenix Wings. Your bond with instructor Sarah strengthened.
All those drinks got me feeling kind of sleepy. I can't afford to doze off during your discussion later. Maybe I should go out and get some air. A little exercise always sobers me up faster than, for some reason. How about it? Want to join me?
What should I do? Alright then, I'm up for it.
You are? Attaboy, Ring. Actually, since we got plenty of morning left to fritter away, I've got an idea. What would you say to a little one-on-one training?
And well, we seen how this went last time when it was us versus, was it Sharon? Sounds good to me. Just maybe don't rough me up too much.
Well, let's take this somewhere a bit less populated then, shall we?
Together, Ring and Sarah headed out onto the valley. There they found a nice quiet area to hold their impromptu training session. Hey, we love to hear steel clash.
You've definitely gotten stronger while I've been away. Good to see that getting that knight of yours hasn't caused you to slack off on your training.
It's still no match for you though. He's holding back, only just... I think if I really try, I might just be able to beat her. She clearly wants me to do it, and if that's what she wants, then I'll show her just how much I've improved.
You're all fired up now, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Let's pick things up where we left off.
Right. Hey. Let's go, Ring, get that W. Damn, he's on the ground already.
Come on. That all you got? Hope it isn't, because you're not going to be able to rescue your sister or the princess if that's the best you can do.
Damn, Sarah. Ugh.
You remember when I said you were the center of Class 7? Well, I still feel that way even now.
I love this part. This part of the track is nuts.
And I won't rest easy until I know that the center is capable of beating me on his own at least once.
Yeah. Oh, instant teleportation.
He's... Yeah.
Oh, she got serious. And she fucked him up. She got caught off guard and ended up going serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's shocked.
I'm so sorry. Are you alright, Rain?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just... I should have known that I was no match for you. Now, you really caught her off guard with that, bro. She had to genuinely get serious with you.
Phew. No, that was your victory, not mine.
What do you mean?
I knew that last attack of yours was going to be far more powerful than I thought you were capable of. So I was forced to stop holding back in order to block it. It's a victory in my book. Clearly all that stuff you've been doing has been great for your training.
I'd really like to think so. I chalked that one up to luck personally. Wasn't even thinking. It was more like my body acted on its own. I'm going to need a lot more practice before I can pull off feats like that at will.
If you understand that, then I need say no more. But don't worry, I'm sure that if you train enough, you'll be able to do it. Have faith in yourself, yeah? You've got both the potential and mindset to achieve great things.
Look at Sarah being an instructor. I try. I always love seeing her moments when she has when she delivers speeches in that fashion. Now exhausted, the two of them went back to the village.
I don't even want to think about how badly that last attack could have hurt him. I feel like this war is causing the old me to resurface.
Ooh, the old her, the Jaeger Sarah? Your bond with Sarah strengthened. Yeah, Sarah is, I don't know if that's a good thing.
It's just a matter of putting your mind to it. I'm really looking forward to seeing how far you'll be able to go. Sitting in here brings back memories, remember? Trying to lock down ideas for our concert in the middle of our trip? I guess it wasn't that long ago, but it feels like another lifetime, especially since Crow was with us then.
Yeah, it really does.
But it's not another lifetime, is it? It's this one. There's no reason that all of us hanging out and having fun has to stay a thing of the past. The only hard part is figuring out how to make that a reality again, which is admittedly pretty hard, but I'm thinking of ways to make it happen.
It doesn't really sound like he's getting anywhere. Maybe a break would help clear his head. Come on, Elliot, let's take a break. The more frustrated you get over not being able to think of anything, the less likely it is that you actually will.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I just know the thing to clear my head. You used to play the lute, right? If it's still around, can we take a look at it?
Reen and Elliot managed to scrounge up Reen's old lute from the darkest depths of the mansion. Instruments in hand, the two of them headed over to the tavern. Oh, are they about to play a little song together? No, they are. Our boys. Well, we managed to get permission to play here, but I've gotta say, feeling pretty tense about this. I haven't touched this lute in forever, so playing it in front of a crowd all of a sudden is a bit...
You'll be fine, just play it like you played the guitar during the festival. One of the best things about music is that it can be made with any combination of instruments.
Well, if you insist, I'll give it a go. Better to try and fail than to not try at all, right? They hit us with the most basic, typical line of all time. I respect it. I want to give me a lute. Hey, and so the two started playing alongside one another. To their relief, the customers in the tavern seemed to enjoy their performance, even giving them a round of applause once it was over. Phew, that was actually pretty fun.
See, I told you it would be fine. Not being up on stage or having lights in your face takes off a lot of pressure too. I sometimes used to perform like this at the concert cafe back at home.
Oh, cafe, what is it, Itoli? Is that what it's called? Oh, really? Still, I'm guessing it'd be even more fun if I could play half as well as you do.
I don't know if I'm really as good as you make me sound, Reen. I've got a lot of practice ahead of me if I decide to pursue a career in music. Emphasis on if.
I genuinely think you will be a musician. I can't think of you as anything other than that. Now, if you don't become a musician and you do something else, I'm gonna support you regardless, but it's definitely gonna be a shock for me. That's right, your dad's finally giving you permission to go through with it if you want. Have you started giving it any serious thought yet?
Yeah, a bit. Not that I'm getting anywhere. I'm happy to have his approval, but it's still not a decision I can make lightly. It's probably silly to even be thinking about it now. I mean, we need to focus on getting through this war first.
Not at all. There's nothing wrong with giving thought about your future when you can. You're right that it's something you can't take lightly. It's still hard to tell how things will be after the war ends. But if pursuing a life in music is what you decide to do in the end, you got my full support too, not just your dad's. Look at Reen being best bro.
Thanks, Reen. But right now we need to focus on our future as a class. Once the war's over, then we can start living for the future.
Yeah, you're right. To thank Jarrell for letting them perform there, Reen and Elliot helped clean up the tavern. Once they were finished, they happily walked back to the Phoenix Wings. Your bond with Elliot strengthened.
Performing with you is just what the doctor ordered. Break's over now though, time to get back to thinking. Our futures are at the crossroads here. We can't make this decision lightly.
Alright, and I think with that being said, I'm gonna call it for now because, like I said, I still don't really feel all that well. But I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I can try to get in a whole week's worth of trails. I'm not gonna promise you that, but I am gonna try. But I will see you guys next time for more Trails of Cold Steel 2, and take care.